Hi, all lovelies and beautiful star seeds. Good to see you again. This is part two to the information that Commander Zendor is bringing, as he wishes to speak some more. So we'll bring him on. So again, hope you're all doing well, and we'll see what else he wishes to say. I just wanted to say about Commander Zendor, when he told me he wished to speak to me, he came to me one night last week where I'd been taken up there to the ship, and all I sort of remember is, I do remember some conversations, but I remember waking up in on my balcony upstairs outside, and I thought, why didn't you return me to my bed rather than being outside? And I remember looking up outside and seeing two of the spaceships, UFOs, and it was connected to Commander Zendor and the Andromedan ships. And I saw him appear to me, and I was complaining to him about leaving me outside on the balcony, and there was a blanket placed over me, but I said, can you put me back in bed, please? Anyway, he told me that he did that so that I would see for myself they were really there, and I did get to see the two UFOs. And he was telling me that one of the ships that was behind, they call their speed Treblaze. Really strange, Treblaze. I remember him saying that. And so that was his way of letting me know that he really did come to me and talk to me. So it was lovely. So after I finished complaining and he was so patiently waiting, then once he told me the reason, then I was returned and woke up later on in the morning comfortably in my bed. So yes, thank you, Commander Zendor, and sorry for having a little whinge there. So, but everything happens for a reason, so it's all wonderful. All right, so we'll get to it. So again, this is part two with Commander Zendor, and hopefully I'm a bit more relaxed now, so hopefully he can speak a bit more freely as well. So I'm not quite as nervous, so all good. All right, Commander Zendor, sorry, Commander Zendor. All right, beautiful. Okay. Hello, all little beloved ones. Thank you for welcoming me back again. And I am honoured that I'm here again to speak to you all. And I feel there is a lot more energy now that Elektra has relaxed more, as when she is nervous, it can be somewhat blocking to us, as she tries to put some thoughts into her own mind to be pushed into speech, and it can be very difficult at some times. But I wish to say once again, I'm of Andromeda, of the High Council of the Andromedan Council, and I am a part of the Galactic Federation of Light. And as I previously spoke in part one, I am a previously on this earth, Tibetan monk, a master monk teacher, and also I wish to say that the Tibetan monks long ago prophesied that aliens would help save the world from human destruction, and the monks from Tibet have seen world powers move towards rapid destruction of the world, mutual and self-destruction. At this time, the Cabal power-hungry mongers wish to, if they could, see the earth polarized in war, and cull the population and have control over humanity. However, the star nations and all of us who come with unconditional love and light, we will never permit this to happen. And we are constantly observing and monitoring their steps, and we will, if need be, and we will intervene and of course preserve the earth from destruction. As we have said previously, it is a learning planet and it is here for eons and always. It shall always be. And this is the wish of the universal God source as well, that we all work under. We are all connected. So once again, I'm proud of you all. You are slowly awakening, moving slowly towards the higher dimensional vibrations from 3 carbon base to 4 carbon and crystalline to 5 being crystalline. However, it is a bit of a process, but you are getting there and getting into these higher vibrational states of being and into being in the 5th density. And this is the process that you're going through of Homo Divinicus, which is occurring, bringing you into that divine superior human being that you truly are, and your DNA awakening as well, because of course some DNA was shut down by certain other beings, and we are helping you to awaken this. And you can, as we repeated before, you can do this yourselves as well in good vibrations, in being that lovely space as well. As the darker forces and Cabal, they expected you to stay in the sleep mode of a matrix program, where they fed you the narrative to believe this is not how reality works. We do not want you to be in this place. It is time to outgrow all of this and uncover the truth for yourself of this matrix built on many layers of deception, and peel back many layers to get to the core and see for yourselves. And don't only use one piece of data, formulate whole use of several datas. Do your homework and see the big picture of what has been going on. Everything happens and occurs for a reason. It is, after all, a learning planet, and humanity is learning from all of these experiences. Everything is in divine timing, but you are certainly growing, and this is, again, the biggest ascension that has ever occurred in human existence on this earth. So you are doing very well, and it is all occurring. So be happy that you are on the true path, and this wonderful expansion of consciousness is occurring, and you are all coming into this wonderful big collective of higher vibrational consciousness, which is beautiful. We will never allow any form of destruction to come to you in future, as the plans have been set for the future intergalactic council on Earth, and with the divine beings above as well. So many rearrangements are all coming into effect and being. And you, as divine beings, have free will. You all have free will. And those that violate those free wills, of course, have the karmic law above to face. And they do. Now, on another note, I wish to tell you about the second 5G towers that is available that will be used, not the Chinese Huawei, which brings out negative radiation. The other one, the second version, is from Tesla technology that uses cobalt, vanadium, and iron, coffee. So this is actually much more better for your energies and the vibrations, as it neutralizes the radiation. So this is in existence as well. So hopefully all your governments in your countries will come on board with this and not use the Chinese Huawei, which is very high in radiation as well as other negative attributes to it, and 60 hertz of frequency in millimeter wavelengths, which can cause also these side effects as well. So be aware that there is the second version, which is good news for you all. And this is the version that the United States President Trump is using as well. We wish to say that Trump, he is of the light, of the good, and he is working with the alliance. He was actually chosen by the military alliance. There were 3 generals that came to him, as at one stage they were going to conduct a coup d'etat to remove Barack Obama. However, this did not occur because they spoke to Trump and convinced him to be the next president. So he agreed, and they are 100% working together in bringing down the dark forces together. So we thought we would bring this information to you, as we have certain members of our Galactic Federation of Light that visit and speak with them as well in regards to bringing this to the forefront, which is good news for all of you. So there are other presidents, prime ministers, and country leaders that are slowly also coming on board. It is a very slow process, is because there are still many countries that are being bought by the money with your monetary terms. The certain dark forces use this in having control and paying, of course, large amounts of money to get their ways. But this is slowly going out. And we are intervening. It is now time. It is permitted by the universal God source. Others have asked us why not previously, because there is a divine timing for everything, and humanity has to learn from these experiences. This is why. We have some other news as well, that there will be slowly a release from lockdown. We shall say month of June, slowly. And late May, there is some occurrences returning to normal in late May and June, and it is slowly coming into effect as well, which is good news. Many wonderful changes are slowly coming about, so do not dismay, even though this has been a hard time for many of you. Do know that everything has its purpose and reason. So there are many goings on, because during these times there have been many clouds that have been coming over. But we have been infiltrating certain clouds that have had negative forces within them, bringing the heavier vibration, of course, trying to have control, but they have been shut down. So skies will slowly be clearing, as you were informed of the HARP that brought many darker clouds over constantly, but it is clearing. We wish to say that to you now. So know there is light and the beautiful sun at the end of the tunnel, and there is a wonderful brightness, and keep with the sun vibrations. So try not to get into the panic mode, and try to stay in peace and harmony. It all benefits each other's, like a ripple effect being sent out, and it is wonderful. It is wonderful when you can do this and all connect. There are good bases on your Earth as well. Like we said previously, we told you of about 400 bases, but there are some good bases. We have base with human contact in Pine Gap in Australia. You over there, not only Area 51, but there is in Dulce in New Mexico, there is in Nepal, there's many countries. So there are good ones, as well as, of course, the malevolent ones as well. Now, we have found on our missions, as well as Elektra has seen, that the beings, there are some beings, aliens you call them, extraterrestrials. We prefer to be called either extraterrestrials or star beings, as aliens is very hostile, and we of the Galactic Federation of Light and star families are certainly not on that vibration or wavelength. We are totally benevolent with unconditional love for all of you. However, there are some extraterrestrials whose plans are not totally altruistic, so some have come on board. There have been some bases we have infiltrated that have hybrids that have been created, as they wish to slowly create many hybrids upon your Earth to replace many Homo sapiens with these hybrids for control and takeover. But once again, yes, they may have sent some out into the Earth to live amongst humans, but we are aware of their positions and where they are. So we have caused a great density upon this, and they are unable at this present time to create any further with the bases that we have conquered. And we have imprisoned many, and we have taken the slaves, children, and the humans, of course, to another distant planet, Earth-like, that is greatly protected by 5 levels of protection in the outside atmosphere. So they shall never be bothered again by any hostile forces. So there is much change allowed to occur now upon your earth, because humanity has finally learnt, and you are all growing, and therefore it is like, as we grow, we receive gifts and new wonderful things come into effect, because all of you are wanting this to happen. You are wanting peace and happiness upon this earth. Listen to some of the ancient speeches of the elders of the native tribes. They have known for many hundreds of years of the ancient ways and the way it should be upon this earth. So it is finally coming into effect and shall be. Also, we wish to say we have saved over 30,000 children and human slaves from underground bases that were used for a large array of things we do not wish to go into, but it is all occurring and happening. So now, keep in the awakening and be in this wonderful place, and all of your wonderful positive vibrations being sent out is assisting in the higher dimension of growth upon this earth. And it is such as when there are dark forces and the light becomes brighter and brighter, it conquers the dark. And this is what is occurring. And it is all coming into effect now. And we are en route to the wonderful path of a beautiful earth in the future, where there is happiness. Of course, there will always be a couple of gremlins underground that may try to start certain wars or problems, but it will never get out of hand as it has done, because Earth and humanity has learnt and experienced from this and do not want this to occur. It will immediately be shut down with any occurrences of these, because by this stage you will have the wonderful global council working with the Galactic Federation of Light, and we will be here on this earth with you assisting. But we will not appear out of nowhere and just come down and scare you all. We do not wish to do this to people, because there would be mass chaos and fear. That is not our intention. That's why we have brought our UFO ships more and more becoming visible to many. And millions of people around the world now are seeing our ships. And we have planned this from the beginning to bring this in gradually to occur. So it is all meant to be on this level. And now that more and more sightings are occurring, much more than has ever been in human history, it is awakening millions of people who truly believe there are other divine beings out there besides just Earth. There are thousands and thousands and trillions of other stars and planets. So we are blessed to be here in this wonderful awakening with you all, and you are receiving wonderful upgrades, and there is lots of changes coming into effect. So when we feel that humanity is ready, then we will slowly come in and introduce into the government to be welcomed in, to become an intergalactic council working together. But we shall say, maybe a couple more of your years before we can fully come into this wonderful process. By that stage, many more people will be understanding and welcome us when they see that we come of the light and that we are assisting to bring happiness upon this earth, and also to prevent and stop the pollutions, as there is wonderful technology that has been hidden from you, and you have no need of fossil fuel vehicles. There is the solar power and zero gravity power as well. There is much out there. There is free source and renewable energy as well that can be used. There is also hydro power that can power vehicles. There was a man that did design a motor made from hydropower of water. So he was shut down instantly. So this is all available, and it is free sourced energy. And there is no need to pollute your earth and air with the fossil fuels. So it is slowly coming into effect. It is good that solar cars, vehicles are coming into the forefront as well. There have been new ones brought in and registered, and they have solar powered planes as well that shall come into effect as well. All is occurring in perfect timing, and it is wonderful, but it is happening finally much faster than previously because of all of you, because you are wanting this. You are wanting to help your planet and save your planet and help the wildlife and the animals, the sea life. And the fact that you are all wanting this now is why everything is starting to occur, which is wonderful. So we are pleased to bring you some extra news for you all, and you are divine multidimensional beings of the same universal source that I, Commander Zendor, was created from. We are that love and that light. And the more light we fill with, the more the dark and the heaviness is conquered. So keep in this and be in the love and awaken from the matrix of falsified information that's been constantly projected in your media projection, that purposely have an agenda to project fear and chaos to all of you, and with subliminal messages. Now, you can keep watching your television, but please do what we've told you previously, the Dome Immune Defense Shield, and this will protect you as well. And get radiation ray protection from your computers and TV. And the more you come into that higher vibration, these effects from the media projection, subliminal messages will not be able to affect you no longer, because it cannot enter your higher rays and your protection shields around you, because the protection shields already exist around you with your cosmic macabre as well. And you have an auric field shield as well that exists permanently in your auric field. And the more awakened, the more it comes into fully being in a beautiful golden mirrored shield around you. So know this and remember this. So please do not allow this to affect you. And slowly they are finding it is not having as much effect as previously, long ago, when they first started putting out the subliminal messages to you all. So this is definitely not coming into effect. So you are the creators of your reality. So start creating a beautiful reality to live in upon this earth with your wonderful vibrations. You are beautiful divine beings in your right, and you can bring this wonderful change to your earth, and it is all happening. We wish to thank you for being here and being a part of this. We thank you that you are wonderful families of light, and you are wonderful way showers and light workers and rebels, rainbow warrior rebels as well, in disguise. With your love, keep up the good work and be in that love. Thank you once again for being with us, and I shall speak again at another time. Farewell, beloved little ones. I am Commander Zendor. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Commander Zendor. I had this statue here of Commander Zendor, Andromedan, being made by Cynthia Crawford, my dearly departed star sister. And he is blue. He doesn't quite look like that. Similar, but he's got hair. He's got like a sort of thick type hair, almost like dready-like, and quite tall. He's got his armor that he wears as the commander, and yes, he's a beautiful divine being. He's about 10 foot tall, and absolute love from them all. So I'm going to talk to you all soon. We will, me and our beautiful star beings, and the Great White Brotherhood as well, because I do sometimes have the archangels or sender masters speaking through me as well. So much love from all of us, and have a great week, guys, and we'll chat soon. Thank you very much. Love and star blessings. See you guys. Bye.